Who, as I always say, we are everything, all the things, or do some of them mife ways? Words good today, Tess. Very nice. As is per usual, I will sit here and hold the dang stream hostage until one person appears, and then I will appears Brosnan. Why? Because my commentary is just one fat-ass YouTube poop. It's how I do, and veritably how I roll. It also serves as a microphone check. In the meantime, I shall be setting things up elsewhere in the known universe, and... okay, the stream is live, I've twoten it out, the relevant people are aware of the relevant things. Clumpy boy, bonsoir, as they say in French, and bonsoir, as they say in Maltese, because Maltese, B-O-N-S-W-A. And Lozzie is also here. We have two people. That's as many as two people. In that being the case, we can swap over to the game, and this time I can lower the game audio to, like, -16 decibels, and hopefully this time it will sound terrible. And, okay, I've got my arm in a position where I can point at the screen without dying, and I fear I may have received another horny DM from a certain tiger we're all familiar with, so with that being on the moon, let's zack some wikis and whack some ding-dong. Whack some ding-dong. I really... you see, I should... hey, Ines is also here. I should think before I say words, and I don't, and that's one of my charming character flaws. Anyway, something that I didn't notice in the previous stream, but this guy's turned up and he's got a question mark. So, yo, what's your question, dealio? Maddy.
They're a treasure so valuable all the dough in the world can't buy them. I'll find them for you to see. But even if money can't buy them, you'll see to pony up for my services.
Okay. Macaroni. Bitties. Snake titties. Bitties. What? Zennies. Okay, the currency is Zennies. I was today years old. But sure, we've, loading times. There we go. We've been acquiring these secret maps, so, yeah. Go... there. I think I slightly missed, but I don't think it matters that much. So yeah, I forgot how this works, but the further from the base you aim, the more it'll cost. But you get a neat prize. Oh, and by the way, having watched back the footage from the last stream, I can confirm. We're just gonna keep running back and forth. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Nick. I have not heard the German entry for Junior Eurovision because it was literally just chosen. We got a Chaos Emerald! Yay! Also, is the sound balancing better than it was last time? Because, like, if the game's too quiet, I will turn it up if necessary. Anyway, so we've been getting those secret maps, and we'll just leave Maddy to go to Madison Square Garden and acquire. Now, is there anything else we can do here? It appears not. So, also, apparently, the fish I was having trouble with last time, apparently you can trick it into eating a bomb and that kills it a lot more quickly. So that might be something to look into at some point, but for now, let's head to the Frozen Temple. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to start with the Crystal Key, because as a child, that's the one I would start with. It's a smidge loud, oh no! I shall de-smidge it. There we go. So yes. This is solvable. I remember having trouble with the Keeper of the Ice, but we'll see what comes of it. In the meantime, let's just smash a pot to assert dominance over the temple. Right, what have we got going on here? We got a boulder! That is a nice boulder. It had a single kern. Now, you might already be able to see here, but we have 3 different locks, or maybe 1 lock with 3 layers? I forget. This will come back to me in due course, thank you, Zack. I was trying to get Kern. Okay, let's look at what we have here. First of all, we've got this, which is just we can. It's a straight line. Who comments on my frozen straight line?
Me!
How dare you? Hello and welcome to the House of Fund. And here
Billy G is also here.
Oh,
Hi.
happy Timothy.
Hi.
Green, blue,
Happy
white.
Timothy.
Happy Timothy.
Yes, that too. Sorry if you hear any background noise. It is the air conditioner because it is warm in here.
Oh yeah, we've been having kind of a random heat wave, haven't we?
Yes.
Zack, stop
Right.
pulling it downwards when I'm telling you to move it forwards. Motion controls, am I right, folks?
Why did you go that way?
Tell me about it. And I mean, I've heard a tiny bit of the German entry for Junior Eurovision just before this stream.
Because it was literally chosen just before this stream.
I know! And the top ones have started appearing already.
Thanks,
Don't
I
you
hate
just
it.
Don't you just love the Eurovision fandom?
No.
It's just a time. Although I will...
I am gesticulating wildly, and Zack's hand is just like, yep, I'm gonna fondle these crevices. There we go. Like, it can do left and right just fine, it's just forwards and backwards that are a little bit Tom-functricated. Anyway, carry on.
I was then gonna say, it's similar to last year when they desperately need a revamp in order for it to get anywhere goodly. And even then, it's not quite guaranteed.
Did they even bother revamping it last time?
I mean, they tried.
I don't even remember. It was probably underrated, but still. So,
Underrated and overhated and all that goosh.
we got an ice bar, baby, this evening. Ice bar, baby, is food.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Do. So, the big puzzle here, as you can see, is solve a sliding puzzle to make the mold of a key, and then use the power of Goosh and Frooze to make stuff happen. And you might wonder, well, Tess, why did you put the ice bar into a thing? And how do we melt it? Well, I'm making a second ice bar, which we could use as a ladle / spoon / magnifying glass, because I didn't explicitly remember the solution to this puzzle, it just makes a lot of sense in the here and now. Also, did I see some fucking sparkles over here? Because sparkles do mean I can do things.
Anyone else feel like glittering? I will ring my dingy ding at you.
Anyway. So, notice that this kind of gives us a view of both this contraption and also this patch of sunlight, which I will use my ice bar on to reflect rays of the sun. Is this gonna suck? Okay, there you go. You have to be at the right sort of angle and the right up-downness. There we go. I do not know what's going on with this Wii Remote, by the way. Okay, there we go. We've melted it down lamb chop style. And then all we have to do... We have to do all of this just because this central pillar won't, like, bring the water jet round to, all we have to do is move the water jet by one more notch, and we can't, because it won't. Now, the other thing here is, like, well, what order do we put the components in the ice key? Well, lucky for us, we can see a side view of the doors we have to unlock, and they just so happen to color correspond. So... knowing that the green is closest to the hilt of the key, we know that the green should be at the top of the bar, so we... Zack? Don't hold it like a moron. Stick it in there. Give it a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. And Klempington, man, I'm disappointed to hear that because we've established it. It's only Germany's second time at the contest, and they quite famously do not get it. Give the other songs a chance when they get chosen. It's just a bad first Fumbo. Bad first Fumbo, trust me. Anyway. Open it up, what's inside? It's a dick in a box. Okay, it's an axe, but, you know. Same difference. You can slap people with them, and they tend not to appreciate it. Verbitterung. Does that not just mean it's an axe that makes you slightly salty? Because, like, verbessern is the verb meaning to improve, and therefore Verbitterung would be embitterment? I don't know. We can't trust Germany, as we've established, because of their taste in junior children. Junior children, you know the ones. Anyway, I am unpuzzleable. I can't... Oh, I get it now. As in, the puzzle doesn't puzzle me. Oh, hey, Madison Square Garden has returned. Just sit there in perfect static existence. There we go.
Howdy ho!
Hey, you've arrived just in time to see what treasure we've treasured.
Hooray!
A golden chest, and inside the golden chest there's 10.
Hooray!
I don't know what the 10 is about, so I'm gonna Nope. There we go. I don't know what this 10 will do for me. That's true.
It will serve you martinis.
Hooray! And yes, the characters don't make enough diversity of sound effect and movement. The Icicle of Prosperity. This also rings a bell. Let's get cold and prosperous.
That too, I guess.
It reminds me of how one of the bosses from Banjo-Tooie is called Chili Willy, and then just thinking, you know, when you have a cold penis.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. So, how's your day going?
Oh, hi, Lars. So how's your sex life? Don't actually answer that.
Well. So, how's your day going?
Warm.
Can relate.
I visited Wellington for the first time today, and, not a fan.
What, Wellington, New Zealand?
Yes. No, there's a Wellington near where I live, and oh
God, it's this anus again.
and it's better than Ochre Gates, but not by much. Were their beefs nice? I would say I didn't have any.
know.
I had pork.
I had teriyaki chicken at a Japanese restaurant because I met up with some friends today.
Yeah, you have friends.
Yay, I did social things and... Yay. Tried Japanese food. It was good.
Also, I got that one first time! And also, I really like that particular song and I have no idea what it's from. Anyway, we got a golden chest.
Ding ding, I'm dying to see what's inside the treasure chest.
Uh-huh.
Ding, there's nothing in here.
And then the chest is like, I'm gonna quench the monkey. Beat spanking the monkey, I suppose. You know,
Well then.
when Wiki misbehaves.
Well then. That's a time.
Ding ding, hey, this feels great. I look sexy now and I've got fancy ears. Wiki, power up! What just happened?
Oh. Any Asian food? Well... I don't know how to feel about some places, to be honest. I mean... I remember having an Indian once for a former friend's hen do, and I did not enjoy.
You see, I could make some joke that's like, you know, a Hindu hen do, but they may not have been Hindu.
They weren't.
Anyway, as the game has previously established, we cannot... we cannot itemize enemies that are too angry to listen to the ringy-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding. Okay, good, that didn't count as a death for once. Howdy, 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 what does this button do? Is it death? It might be death.
It's death. No? Okay.
I told it to meet a fist and nothing happened, so I guess now is not the time. We may have to ring a bell at this purple boyo, and then maybe he will weigh.
What will he weigh? He weighs piano!
Piano, piano-hole, pee in holes. I'm glad we have the same idea.
In the base of the skull.
Oh dear. Ow, Peter!
Snake.
Bulgaria's hosting a national final! Apparently.
For Junior Eurovision, or Adult Eurovision, or Timothy? Oh. Because I vaguely seem to recall that there was like... I don't know if this is still true, but I seem to recall there being like a rule that junior songs had to be chosen through some sort of national selection unless the country is too small to be able to do so.
Yeah, I remember that being a thing as well. I can't remember how I knew this information, or who told me this information, or how I found this information out. But it is a time.
Zack, stop stopping. I just want to take my snake. I just want to take the snake and put the foot.
Hooray. I mean...
Good controls are good.
Yes. I have no idea what that song title means, but I'm assuming something positive.
What song title is that?
Mata Sugu Ayone? It's the Dutch national finalist song in Junior Eurovision that has the Japanese. So I'm assuming the Mata Sagu Ayone is Japanese for something.
Well,
Because it's got the Japanese symbols next to it as well.
well, I, as in like AI, is that means love. So that's a good start.
It's A-O with a line above the O.
Ow. Oh, and that what? Ow is blue, like the color blue. But then again, if it has a line over it, then it might be owl. Yeah, thank you, game. I didn't need to know about this. I have a bomb in my hands, and I would like to pelvis.
You know, like Elvis, but no.
There we go. I blew them both out.
Put the lime in the coconut and blow them both out.
Ding.
I'll see you soon. I literally just put the Japanese letters into Google Translate, and it literally translates to "I'll see you soon."
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I recall that. Yeah, that's not how I'm holding the Wii remote though, is it, game? There we go. Ooh, the sort of the tagline that Smosh Pit Weekly used to end on was "Matarashine," which means until next week, or see you next week. See you at the Raishu that is Matter. That is to say, the week that is next. Anyway, we got a totem.
Hooray! And Philly G is knocking at the door.
Why? He lives at that door. What fresh secrets can he plug? Also, on the subject of Diwali, I still remember when I was in high school, they had they were advertising a festival, and they called it Deepawalj. And I think that's just like a really fancy way of saying Diwali. But I don't know that. What do I do with this Icicle? Why do I even want the children? Also, there appears to be a bat in there. Would you care to emerge? Good. Now I can ring and ding. No. I was trying to ring and ding the bat. Yes, I have got the umbrella, but please, there we go. The important thing is the goon totem, because then we can puff plug your nose and smash that ass anyway. If anyone remembers Ray William Johnson and or your favorite Martian in general. Hello, mole. You are a mole and you live in a hole. And where did I leave the hammer? It's up there. Oh, now I remember. We get the mole and it turns into a drill. And you would have thought that would be enough to bring the house down, as it were, because that's clearly our objective. But I feel like we need to use the drill to turn something else. Bonk. Get bonked, nerd. There we go. Johnny Styles, what are you doing down there? Why do you just give free Hirame Q?
Yo guys, how's it coming along? I know it's for treasure and all, but chipping away at ice seems a little beneath you. Would you look at that? Bring that crashing down and you're good to go.
Why you giggle?
Because your voice impressions are funny.
Debootable.
Yeah, anyway, Philly G was just talking to me about cheese. He also has some questions for the lovely Heather when Heather is next available.
Well, she's had spoons lately, so that's good.
That could mean anything in your language, Tess.
I mean, fair, but I mean spoons as in the universal sense.
What does that even mean? Like, is she having a baby? Is she having chickens? What? Okay, Philly G thinks she's having chickens, so...
Is she having an orgasm? What?
Well, I mean, I'm sure if she was, we'd all know about it by now, Tess.
You right. But, yeah, not that. She's capable of many things.
What is she capable of?
Many things.
Thank you, Paul Hollywood.
Said Mom.
Who? What?
You know, Arthur. Ooh, I can't turn it any more that way.
Yes.
I can't turn it anyway. It's forbidden.
Oh, but to answer your question there, Klempnar, I honestly can't remember because this was like 2012. So
It was
So I can't think of how long ago that would have been, so... or what the food even was. I just remember not liking it. There was some green sauce on a plate.
I remember having Indian sweets once, and they tasted like soap.
I remember having Haribo from Germany once, and they tasted like super, like, sweeter than, like, the Haribo we have over here.
Did they taste like soup?
Why would German Haribos taste like soup?
Why don't you? Taste like soup.
I don't know. Depends on the flavor of soup, I guess.
Okay, I'm remembering the puzzle now.
I solved the mystery.
So first, we need to drill a hole in the ice to clean the blood off. Exactly.
Pardon me.
And then into the hole, we need to put more ice. And then in that ice, we need to put a hammer. And then once we've done that, we can go a little bit slicey, and then everything will fall. And it will be happy for everyone involved. Citation needed.
Oh, hooray! Finally!
Mood.
I mean, I've just finally got, like, somebody's votes for an online song contest that I'm running that took bloomin' forever to get them to send to me, but yay! Now I can actually announce the results of it. Thanks!
Huzzah! Merry
And
Christmas.
a jimbo.
What's that one song where they're like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, over and over again, and it's like, no. Get a hobby.
But I think I'll miss this one this year. That was Christmas wrapping by the waitresses.
The waitresses?
Yes.
Who are they waiting for? Johnny Cash?
Don't you ever dare to wear my Johnny Cash t-shirt.
You're in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, we're getting Belgium's singer soon-ish, aren't we? Is it like tomorrow morning or something?
Tomorrow morning. I think it's like the 15th of September.
Ah, my mother's Geburtstag.
Oh, yay! Happy birthday, Mama Hex. You get Belgium.
Other things that happened on my mother's birthday. The release of Undertale. That's about it.
My birthday's the day after Valentine's Day, so make of that what you will.
Maybe I will.
You already know when my birthday is!
Okay. Now can I slice? I still cannot slice. Maybe I need to be a terrorist.
I thought you were going to say, I think I need to be a tennis coach, and I'm just like, no.
Also good advice. Maybe I need to slice it like
no-
this.
What, not being a tennis coach? Yeah, that sound.
Am I a pretty tennis coach?
You're beautiful.
Yay!
Yay!
Slicety slice, dicety dice, stabbity stab stab stab. This is making my breasts jiggle. Well, with that dealt with, I think my next step should be to retrieve the spindly Johnny. I have retrieved the spindly Johnny.
Hooray!
Almost sounds like a euphemism. I'm aware. I know the secret of the waiter
I'm
even
not-
before.
Yes. I should hope so.
Oh.
Well, you are the expert of all of us. The expert in many things. What could he possibly be an expert in?
Many things. I am the expert. We are the experts. I am the walrus cuckoo Pachoo.
Why do we need your top ones?
Yeah, fucking top ones are stupid. Don't do it. It's not like I think the first time someone ever did it, it was meant to be like a joke, and then people just started taking it seriously. And like, no, it's a joke.
Yeah, like, I mean... My sort of rule of thumb seems to like, is basically wait until there's 3.
Yeah, because
then at least there's some variety there.
yeah, because prior to that, there just isn't a point. Like, because if there's a top 1, well, the answer's always going to be the same. If there's a top 2, there's only 2 different possibilities, and you're basically, once again, just laying out your affiliations one way or the other. At least when there's 3, there's going to be a bit more diversity of opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, top 1, it's supposed to be a joke, and people do it sincerely, and like, no, fucking foolish fools, the lot of you.
Like, I mean, especially if they're one of those channels that continuously does tops over the next sort of, like, during the whole season of choosing songs and such. Because sometimes they put, like, peak position in my last top or whatever, and the song that was selected first will always have the peak position of number 1 because you did a top 1.
Yeah, so
Even if they're not always number 1.
that was a completely logical way for an ice to explode. It's so cold
Ice.
It's so cold I had to say it 3 times.
Uh-oh, I think you just summoned Beetlejuice.
The cold version.
The cold version of Beetlejuice.
I'll tell you what, if you say his name one more time, I'll go into the bathroom and I'll summon Bloody Mary, and then they can just hash it out. You know,
Beetlejuice.
people you summon by saying their names. Like,
Kevin, Jevin, Kevin, in Cop Blorp, Tartle Blarp 22. You bet your blart Vegas has bees.
I got a hammer. It's got cannabis leaves on it.
Hooray.
It's like the band hammer, but it's the can hammer.
Yay.
Because it's like, can I have some weed? Yes, you can. I don't condone this.
You get a weed! You get a weed and you get a weed. Neither do I.
You get a weed, neither do I.
But I don't condone it either.
Hooray, we're clean. Don't mind me just shaking up my cold brew tea. Anyway, what's my prize? Is it another dick in a box?
It's a dick in a box.
Now, I don't know
Morty.
offhand
You don't know burps.
exactly. I don't know if, like, if you have to have the secret spicy map, or like if I told him to go here, and there's a map that points us there later. I don't know if that like does that anything, you know? Like, would I get a treasure that would be there whether I know it's there or not, basically? Now, is this gonna tell me, or is it gonna be an empty book? Mysterious treasure. Oh, mysterious treasure.
Wanna get close to you. What am I doing?
I don't know, but now you can pee for free.
Yay!
Love how these treasure maps just know that, like, where the hideout is and where the things are accordingly. Ooh, there's another Thingus. And look at all the stuff that's in the future. I wonder if we're going to itemize a certain person at some point. Spoilers.
Dun dun dun!
We get a dildo!
Oh my days. Is anyone still alive in the chat, by the way? Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, we could go straight to the boss, which is good because the keeper of the 7 keys is a spicy chicken. So, you ever seen a robot get really angry with a broom?
No.
Well, you're a fucking bout to.
That was almost an accent. So,
That sounded like the Murder on the Orient Express owl.
A murder on my Owl Express?
That, yeah.
to put the hole in the... Oh, to put in the hole in the skull, not to put another hole in the skull, goddamn. We went 2 different ways with that. So, you would have thought this is as easy as just go and get the chest that's out in the open. But, and this is something that took forever for me to figure out as a child, even though the game literally primes you on it here and now, every time that the local clock goes shiggy-diggy-dumbus, that robot goes around and cleans up anywhere where there are footprints. And I must emphasize, they are footprints. There are visible footprints. If you leave visible footprints, yeah, ding-dong. Ringy-dingy-ding-ding.
Pass announcement.
Exactly. The robot goes
Oh, it's
mad
painful.
and cleans up the feet. But also note that shaking trees covers the footprints up, and you won't get got if you're not on the snow, or if you're nowhere near where footprints are. And if you do get got, you die. You fucking... You will perish. So your maneuverability options for this level are don't make footprints. If the bell goes and there's no footprints, everything's fine. But yeah, don't make footprints, and if you do make footprints, cover them up using snow from the trees. Anyway, while this is going on... Wait, nope, this is death. I realized a second too late using a stick is a bad idea when you're pressing a button that makes ice happen. But that's okay. It was just me priming you on the gimmick of the level. I just changed my sitting position and now I've sprained my right thigh. You ever just sit wrong?
Nope. Can't say I do.
And as you're completely right to be afraid of this level. It also, it bothered me greatly as a youth. So, you know.
But Tess, you still are a youth.
When I was even younger.
So a fetus.
Yes.
I mean, sorry for the noise in the background again. The air conditioner has been switched back on.
Hooray! Hey, it's
I mean,
Johnny!
yay! I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but... Yay! Somebody followed you.
Oh! Again? It's the same person who's been doing it over and over again.
Oh.
I don't get
I
why.
only just saw it the first time.
And that's completely reasonable. Also, Johnny, you are about to get pork. Get pork. You know, pork.
But I prefer chicken.
So do I. Feels like heaven! Oh my fucking god, he's dead.
You're getting slacks!
Ah!
What?
Savior of
Have
the
you
chemicals?
never been on TikTok?
Surprisingly, no.
Yeah, there's this sound from like a episode of Family Guy where the wheelchair guy is just sort of like, okay, you ready to get some notebooks and protractors and slacks? And then Chris is just like, I want blue jeans. And
You're
then-
getting slacks!
Yes. I take it you still have not heard either of ABBA's new songs.
No, because why the hell would I?
Just for the sheer morbid curiosity.
No.
They're not great.
Of course they're not great, they're fucking ABBA!
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like the amazing, like, better than sliced bread song that the fandom seems to think it is. It's just sort of like, they could have released this in the time that they were popular and nobody would really give a shit.
Yeah. The same's true of Steps. Anyway, we use the power of Umbrella.
Yeah, but Steps produced quality bops, though.
Or did I? Right, I vaguely recall the next step.
Well, they did. I mean, you said yourself that 5, 6, 7, 8 was your jam.
Because it was.
I mean, Tragedy.
When the
Also
feeling,
a good tune.
when the feeling's wrong and you've got no dong.
It's Tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know. Funnily enough, not the original singers of that song.
Yeah, that's another one that, like, how many songs are there in my life that aren't originally by the person who it originally seems? Like, Spirit in the Sky, not a Gareth Gates original. I'm shooketh.
No! I know! I was the one that told you this. Also, like, the Countdown races, or whatever. Weren't originally by the cartoons.
Oh, you mean, Witch Doctor?
Yeah. But also Countdown races.
I didn't know the cartoons had more than one song.
Well, they do. So, yeah. I mean, Steps did a couple of covers, actually. Tragedy, which was originally by the Bee Gees.
Oh shit, y'all, it's the Bee Gees! Hey, game! Why can it not see the Wiimote all of a sudden? I was getting stressed out because, I need, as a matter of urgency, to get off the ice, and the game's like, how about I pretend I do not see it?
I don't know. And now I've forgotten what the other bloomin' Steps Chain Reaction! That was originally by... My brain's telling me Diana Ross, but at the same time it's also saying Tina Turner. One of those two.
Argentina Turner and Bolivia Newton-John. Zack, why the fuck did you take the long way around?
No.
Time is of the essence. Now, luckily, turning on the spot... Turning on the spot doesn't make new footprints. So you don't have to worry about that. Really annoying, though, that using the B button just makes the inset of the clock disappear, because, like, I need to see that. Like, game, you spunky jungus. Anyway, next thing we need to do is put the goon in the hole. Now that the goon's in the hole, we can hypothetically get up to this up here. And you might be like, well, Tess, why do I need to get up there? There's nothing up there but a pile of snow. And I'm like, I know. But we also have a spoon and an obsessive-compulsive robot that will clean any snow it sees. We also have some freshly frozen ice, which is probably very thin, bearing in mind it's coming from a constant water source, and we only froze it using a button we pressed with an umbrella. So, you know, I think you could put 2 and 2 and 2 and Flauf together. Or maybe you can't.
But what kind of number is Flauf?
It's bigger than Skeen, but not the same size as Hoon.
Okay.
And while Dr. Death is over there being the Tooth Fairy, we can just do a bit of the old scoop. Give it a scoop and a half. Hee hee! The snow has a butthole now.
Good to know.
Next, I will drop the spoon. And now we wait for the clock to cock. Now we climb back down, and we make a foot of prints in and among. Yeah. Didn't see that coming, did ya? And now we wait for the hamstrings to happen. Because you see, that is a robot. Him are very heavy. Excuse you. Excuse you, I made footed prints on the snow. Can you please go on and... Really? How much scoop will you need, sir? Okay, well, let's scoop some more. Okay, so we had to put all of it down. That wasn't clear. The pile did not initially deplete. Go on, give it a wipety wipe and a stabbity stump. A stabbity stump, when you press the stump button and it stabs you.
Well, then don't press the stump button.
Obviously.
Silly.
Anyway, this time, we actually did get to keep some footprints on the snow, and this stupid robot falls for it every time. I think technically...
Hooray!
Technically, I think you're safe to stand on the ice anyway. But obviously, now that it's been crackled, we probably don't want to go back down there. But on the plus side, we can now just sort of wander around harm-free. Is there anything up here?
Ah.
Is there pea? There's coin! I found Kern.
Hooray! Now part of my brain kind of feels stupid for having an ice-type Elite Four member in my region.
Why? What's wrong
I don't
with...
know why.
What's wrong with Eliel? Old Yeller, the ice type.
Old Yeller, the ice type. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just sort of like trying to explain like the type choices to my sister, and she's just like, it doesn't snow in Africa, so why would there be an ice type?
Because it's fun and exotic, and like, I'm sure they must have cold regions in there. Like maybe up in yonder mountains.
Sure they. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I'm sure they must do. I mean, obviously, like, the northern bit is, like, mostly desert.
And imagine that, like, climate-wise, South Africa probably wouldn't be that different from the UK. Because it's a similar kind of northness, but just on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. I mean, they have mountains. Let me Google.
And either way, you know, this person can prove that there's more to the ice type than just snow.
Yeah, that's true.
I misread that as notable pirate acne.
Okay, I typed in "does it snow?" and some of the results I've got. Does it snow in Australia, in Africa, in Spain, in Texas, in California, in Mexico, in Italy, in Antarctica?
Well, there are some people out there who legitimately believe there's such a thing as it's too cold to snow. Well,
Yes, snow is an annual occurrence in some parts of the continent.
I got 5 chests.
Hooray!
And that was by not following a map. Oh, you get a 10% discount because we had 10 and now we get 10% off.
Hooray! I mean, me and my friends got 10% off our food when we went for Japanese today.
Huzzah!
Because I knew one of the people that was working there, so that was nice.
Is that legal?
What?
Getting a discount because you know someone?
Well, I mean...
Anyway, it's boss time.
Hooray! And you've not even been streaming for an hour.
Damn! It's almost like I'm slightly better at this one.
Captain Rose is here. I forget what voice I gave her before. W-H-Y, won't you open? Looks like I need that bell.
I think you gave her the Rouge the Bat.
Well, now she's Clara.
Yeah, okay. She's gone from Rouge the Bat to Clara, the poison type person.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Well, of all the ruins in all the world, you two sea rabbits walk into mine. I've been expecting you, sea rabbits. I apologize, but this treasure is, like, totally mine.
Hey, Zack, you must really dig that chocolate.
Hello, everybody. I said everybody.
Hey. Stolen bell.
Oh, excellent work, Goon. I know this little darling is how I open the treasure chest. All right, Goon. You can open the treasure chest for me now.
Nope. Okay. Also, yeah, for some reason, Flozen Tremple is a really short world. So, funny thing with this level, and this touched me as a child. If you fail this level, Wiki fucking dies. No word of exaggeration. Like, Wiki's currently trapped in the thing's ice beard, and effectively we have to solve a puzzle that involves bouncing mirrors off things, whilst also hiding from the frozen blasts of ice that make it be cold and deadly. So first of all, you can see that this statue over here is holding a mirror at a wonky angle, so we'll just relieve you of that. We've got a crystal shiny mirror. Now then. You're gonna want to get to safety, because this boss blows. Now, I forget which lever does what, and I don't remember how often the boss does its thing, so I am tempted to just sort of lay low for a hot second while I gather my bearings. As you can see, there's all these different, like, holding units. Some of them are at angles, and some of them are different angles. So we basically need to bounce things off other things such that they ping us towards the vat.
Ah.
Now, does this just change the direction? It does change the direction, okay. Well, that's alright. I think this first one might be a freebie then, because it's just a straight shot from here to there. But I want to get as much information as possible first, so I'm going to go and grab Zack Galifianakis over here. If I can. I might not be able to. Okay, so that's just locked in place by
Well,
the bit. That's fine.
don't just randomly grab someone without consent.
Oh, okay.
That's like a rule of... That's like usually a good rule of thumb. That ice lion looks dope, by the way.
You're right, by all accounts. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab the mirror so I have it to hand, and then we will...
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Pull the lever or whatever, right now. Now, if you pull the lever and the beam does not, for whatever reason, make it to that thing at the end...
Not bad at all. Keep it up.
Then you sort of... You lose a life, quote-unquote. And that is to say... Like, basically, if you make 2 mistakes, you're dead for good. So...
Watch it. What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, so... When everything goes dark, just hide to safety. And you'll notice
Hide
that
to safety.
anywhere that has like a barricade in front of it is safe, basically. I want to say that if I just pop this in here... Oh. It won't let me. That's okay, because we can get more from within here. We've got a crystal shiny ice pump and circumstance. And now we can insert it. And, clever little bit of game design here. But you can sort of tell, by the way the light reflects off it, which way the mirror is positioned. So we've put that in there, so now when the light bounces off it, it'll bounce off it and then up over that way. Because the idea is that we want to sort of get it to bounce around this ice thing and into the nugget. And I feel like I may have done it wrong. But that's okay, because it doesn't actually, it doesn't count until you press the, until you pull the lever. So, it won't count against you until you activate the dance floor. So that being the case, I was trying to think, okay, good thing we're hiding. I think the best course of action would actually be if I were to... Exactly.
Pardon me.
I'm so glad we're agreeing on that. I want to say that if I take this and put it here, and then move the first one that I placed, I think that should put us in Hempstead. I don't know if you've ever been. I haven't, at least not knowingly. Because my thought process is if we just reclaim that and insert it into this one instead of redirecting the beam so that it goes at instead of firing the beam and then reflecting it to 45 degrees after the fact, we remote controlled. There we go. Also, I think mirrors that are on this axis might not shield you from the deadly laser, so watch out for that. But yes, I thought maybe our only options were to fire the beam straight ahead or to the left or to the right. Well, I think yeah, that. So instead, this now means that the ones in a plus shape as opposed to a cross shape are our friends. So, hang on a minute. Before I commit to this, that should absolutely work. I'm just gonna type it in. Okay, so two things. If you make, I want to say 2 mistakes, that's death. If you get caught in that ice beam, that's instant death. So, don't fuck it up. And the thing is, if you make 2 mistakes, you don't die, but Wiki does, and that counts as a death. So, if my maths is correct, and my maths is always correct, fuck you, then... Pume, we made a fancy Z. What do you mean? 50,000 out of 50,000?
Nice one! Just a little more!
Oh, very well animated.
MP3? Hey, look at my stupid little face! Pudding and pie, I'm about to die! It's still moving, finish the job!
Rip. Now, once again, the powers that be will crungle things down uponst. So we can now make more mirrors, but more importantly, several more of the podiums have been destroyed, which means that, yeah, we're not in a fantastic position here. But that's okay. In fact... Right, okay, hold on. Hold entirely up. So yes, we can only get 1 new mirror because this one is slightly damaged. But note that Captain Rose has been frozen, and she's frozen in a certain position, and we have a certain item that we might be able to put into her outstretched hands that we've not been able to use anywhere else. What I don't remember, though, is where we should be putting her. Unless she's, like, stuck there, in which case that would help a lot. Nope! We got a Rose! Yep. I have her now. She's mine. I'm... Sheem eyes. Now, the question is... What am I gonna do with that ass? Because I want to believe...
Believe in a thing called love.
Exactly.
I can speak English.
I forget where you're supposed to
There was an
put
attempt
her.
made.
Ah, it's here, it'll be here. Because this is like a nice little...
Carve out a nice little niche for myself.
But not for me. I'd never say that. Crispy rice square?
And once again, we must hide.
Me, every day.
Oh, anyway, I've solved the puzzle because the tricky part here is we need to put this mirror in the hands of the frozen Captain Rose. She's frozen. Yoink. Except reverse yoink. Gives you a thing. Reverse yoink. Now we just need to take the pudding and... Take the pudding, Zack. Wrong pudding!
Take the pudding and put it on the Pope.
Exactly. Finally, someone who gets it. And then point it facing that way. Because now that everything's in place, I believe all we need to do is pull the lever or whatever one last time, and it should bounce off Captain Rose, and then point, hit the one that was already in place, hit the one I just put down, hit the one that was there before, land in the cannon, and murder this thing that was literally just vibing. I mean, seriously, we turned up, and we woke up today and chose violence.
Yeah, and that was a fancy number 2.
Poop!
No, the
Poop?
thing looked like a number 2.
Oh, literal 2.
Literal 2, not
Literal
toilet
poo.
2.
Nice one, boys. Oh, well, I'm not gonna die though. I'm no longer in danger.
I'm in danger.
Danger! Danger! High voltage!
High voltage.
Whilst just like humping and grinding every little thing. It's gonna be alright. Whilst like electric orbs twerculate inside your prosthetic regions.
But what if you don't have prosthetics, though?
Well, then you'll just have to make do with real genitalia.
Okay.
How did I get here and why am I holding this thing? Also, it's fucking heavy. Yeet! Angry.
And I found Gino, and by Gino I mean Contra, and by Contra I mean Commando. That's the thing with Frozen Temples. Everyone's favorite game are the sparkles because it's cold or because there's a secret here.
Or that you can do things.
Can I do things here? And the answer is oftentimes maybe.
Open it up, what's inside? It's a dick in a box.
I thought when you said you found Gino, I thought you either meant DeCampo or the Arcanine.
Or Jesus.
Gino Jesus. Yes.
Hey, feeling a little cold? Did you? Huh? What's that? I knew it. She's as cold as ice, or what? You did this to me. How dare you? And you're swiping my treasure too? You'll regret this. Poop.
Bombs? Little Richard. Anyway, I watched. I meant to say this earlier, and then I got sidetracked.
Oh ho ho ho!
In the first episode,
Hear me, sea rabbits. The next treasure will be mine. You can count on it.
in the first episode, when it said goons 1 through 7, and I could only see 6, it's because in the animation just before it, goon number 7 like parachuted down and just completely fucking missed the plane. So that's what happened to goon
Yeah, I
number
know.
7.
I know. I remember watching that back too. But I just thought it was just so funny to just imagine a pregnant goon.
Pregnant?
Can u get pregante?
I think my dog is pregnant.
How do I know if I'm pregnant?
Can oo down a 20-foot water slide, Pegnat? Am I pregnant? Help!
38 plus 2 weeks. Forgetting it?
I got a fish! I
Crawfish.
It was a rock lobster! Go to California after the inevitable happens.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, what does that mean for the economy?
It means that hopefully there'll be enough money in the world, in the
the what
government
place?
to bring
Lithuania?
Liechtenstein to Eurovision.
Yes, please. Can I get
Liechtenstein.
pranked if he
Yeah.
had a condom on? Also, why did 70%? We did everything. Anyway, Volcano Cavern.
Hey,
Lake of Fire, Bridge of Doom. There's another mission, and it's not here, and I don't know. Like, I remember there being a level called Mad Science, and I don't remember which world that fits into, because, like, I remember that it, but, like, I remember doing that before doing Frost Breath, but we just did Frost Breath! I don't even think there's, like, I don't think there's another world down here. I think there's, like, a one-off level here, and then we fuck off into the end game that's over here. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mad Science is the 4th stage of the Barbarous's castle area.
Oh. Well, damn. A lot later in the game than I thought. Yeah, you see, Inez is with me as well. We all thought that the Fire World is a lot later in the game.
Maybe you need... I don't know what order the worlds need to be done in, so...
Well, but I have these memories also. Anyway, so, I'm immediately feeling that, well, for one, we need to pour water on the fire. 2, I think we can only go over that bridge in the middle a finite number of times. Can I descend? I'm not heavy enough to descend. Hey there, Mr. Sexy Dadbod Griffin, would you mind pouring your wetness? You have no wetness, and that's the issue! This may be the Fire World, but don't be confused. It's actually the Piss Fetish World. What?
What?
Well, I suppose it makes a nice change for fire levels to be later on in the scoop. The water done got scooped.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we seem to have a seemingly limitless supply of water now, so, anti-goblet brackets full. And we can make money come out of the fountain. But I don't want to cross that bridge again, because I don't trust it. There's something amiss over here, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's another lever. Oh, what?
Hooray. Also, just did a bit of Googling for the order in which things happen.
Okay, I will need a moment of concentration.
And so...
Up, right, down, left. Up. Oh. This time it was just a circle. I'm upset because I only got one wrong the first time, and well, whatever. This lever is password protected. Anyway, what were you saying?
I found a list on the thing that tells me the order in which the worlds are due in this game.
Well,
And apparently so far you're doing it right.
well, yeah, they come in a fixed order. Oh, poor little guys. I guess the heat was too much for them, or what? Well, now
Well,
you're
I
a
mean,
you're a plug.
I mean, you did say that you remember Volcano Cavern being like the 5th world. It's in fact the 3rd.
I noticed because I'm already here. Oh, that reminds me of a thing. Okay, first of all, today, while I was out, I found a game that I've been looking for a while. Can I pour water on the fire? Oh my god, that worked. That had no business working. What? How? Why? Anyway, so, for one, yeah, I was able to finally acquire Katamari Forever, which I've been looking for forever.
Nice.
And in that same shop, they had a full-fat Nintendo Switch for surprisingly cheap.
A full fat Nintendo Switch.
As opposed to a Switch Lite.
Ah, fair enough.
And to be honest with you, Diane, I'm surprised. Anyway, let's get the hard hat. Let's practice safe lunch and use a condominium.
Practice safe lunch and use a condominium.
Yeah, you know, like a condom, but, not. Zack, why can't you go upstairs like a normal person?
Why can't you go upstairs like a normal person?
Why do birds suddenly appear every time
Lee up here.
you are queer?
You drink beer? That too.
Yay, physical DS collection. In which I only say some of the words that were written. Pour one out for the homies. Or indeed the homos. Or the homeowners. Or Jeff. Or Skimbleshanks, the rough cotton how. Skimbleshanks.
I was about to say, who's Jeff?
My name is Jeff. You know, Skimbleshanks, the rough cotton how. Have you never been?
No, can't say I have.
Well, it's not my fault I'm looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening.
Have you tried Tinder?
Have you tried the TV?
If you just switch on your TV and then there's Gino DeCampo being like, come to Gino.
Anything for you, Beyonce!
Because I am...
Shush.
I am Grenda from Gravity Falls.
A lily. Because, I mean, come to Gino. Excuse me, sir, she's married. Remember that dream I had?
I remember. The 21st night of September!
Aye, England are in Russia. Aye, drinking all the vodka.
Vodka. That's the secret
It's
word.
a secret code. Is it secret code or secret word? I can't remember.
Secret
It's been a
word.
while.
Vodka. And then what is so bad? Vodka. I deciphered the code.
Deciphered the code. Got a Russian line.
Yeah. Vodka. A transparent word. Okay. What do? I just
Does that have some Russian in it, or am I misremembering?
It has Nozdrovye, which is like Russian for cheers, basically.
Ah.
Okay, I am definitely missing something here. Because, like, all I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman! I just want to just...
See you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman.
But if I try to just Like, I just want to put the hard hat on the platform and use that to get from A to B. Well, what if I put something else on the platform then? I don't see how that would help me. But, you know.
That's a bit.
Did that work? No, it didn't. I'm still holding. You know, the bowler's holding the batsman's willy.
Tess said Willy.
Penis.
Oh my days.
Well, what about the cup? Can I drink out of cups and be a bitch?
Speaking of drinking out of things, I'm going to grab myself a drink. I will be right back.
Good luck.
Have you ransacked my fridge?
No, I am your fridge.
Clearly. Bye for now.
She'll be back. They always come back. Okay, but like seriously, what's a dinosaur to dine? What's a sword to dine? What's a do? Like, I just want to use this to increase my Y position without crossing the serendipitous, eponymous Bridgemus of Doom. But the game is like, imagine if you didn't. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll find a workaround. I'll find your house. I'll find my own house. I'll kick my butt's butt. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Because I want to say that part of the puzzle here is that if you cross the bridge too many times, it falls asunder. Like so. So there we go. With, like, it's about half full with water. Yes, that was the plan.
Alright. The plan.
Fun with maths. Can I cross it one more time without dying? Surprisingly, yes.
Crazy to think that she's like 16, 17 now.
Damn! She aged. She old.
But still good at maths, I assume.
I hope so. We stand a plan. But, like, not in a creepy way.
Yeah. Hi, I used to be Miss Robson. How you doing?
I used to be a cow.
You were
Oh!
Heather before Heather was Heather?
Aren't we all deep down? And so we're back to this problem again. How do I ascenjamin?
How do
Benjamin
I
Ingrosso.
just wanna dance you up? Oh, don't you dare wait up. I just wanna feel the groove. Get with anyone but you. I can't remember the words.
I'm right now, just wanna have myself a time.
Alta 2008 was an underrated banger, yes.
You know what else was an underrated banger from 2008? Bulgaria, Czech Republic, and the Netherlands. And sometimes why?
Okay, Bulgaria I don't remember too much about. Netherlands, agree. Czech Republic, agree.
I mean, granted, the Czech Republic's performance was just awful. But
But the song was still a tune, and it was Tess's winner that year, I believe.
you're correct. I don't remember who my second place was. I feel like it may be Switzerland. Because era stupendo, era stupendo.
I didn't like Era Stupendo at the time. I've
This-
grown to appreciate it, but I didn't really like it at the time.
I feel like I probably wouldn't have liked it at the time either. I don't actually remember. So... Oh my god, I'm an idiot! I just remembered the solution. I was being a dumb fuck the entire time. You know that thing that's holding the switch down? It's an item. You ring the bell and it stops being an item. God! Wow, it gave me the minimum score for that because it took me so long to figure out.
Ah.
Well, that aside, now that I'm done embarrassing my children, sing with me, my children. Up to my ship, baby, I'll make you fly.
Baby, I'll make you fly. Anywho,
You have affection for me and
Also
are personally
underrated-
acquainted with that specific infant there. Do not try to deceive me. You know, you love me and you know that baby, don't you, love?
anywho, another underrated pop from 2008, Azerbaijan.
That was your winner.
I know. And the only thing I can remember clearly about it from that specific time period was the BBC commentators comparing the two to Philip Schofield and Jonathan Ross.
The main thing I remember from the live performance...
Make of that what of you?
The main thing I remember from the performance was my why I have to drink to stay alive. But yes, he poured wine on someone, and it was probably kinky.
I'm sure somebody's into it.
Alex.
Probably Alex. What? He's into a lot of things.
He is. I can confirm. We got a silver dong. Some shovels.
Hooray. Hooray.
Hooray.
— 2008 was just a strange year, to be honest.
Yeah. And also, like, let's be real, Azerbaijan's worst entry was their winning entry. Mostly because they consistently serve quality.
Debatable.
Then debate.
Let me just have a look at... Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to look up their history of entries in things.
Reasonable. Because, let's see, 2008 fucked hard. 2009 did verily bang. Like, it was overrated, but it does bang.
It was a tune.
2010 was great. 2011, no. Thank you. 2012 was good. 2013 was, like, it didn't deserve second place, but it was alright.
Ding, what a weird thingamajig. No, you got a scary face, so I don't think we should get too close.
Rings bell at it just in case. 2014 was a fucking snooze fest. 2015 was odd but agreeable. 2016.
2016.
It was my 5th place for that year, but I didn't want it to qualify because I liked the song, but the live performance was terrible. 2017.
But we saw it live in
True.
person as well, so
And the performance
it'll
was
always hold
not
special
good.
place with me.
Yeah, 2017
Nah.
was an absolute tune McBanghouse. 2018 was like, she deserved so much, but like result-wise, she got what she got, but like song-wise, it was not. It was not it, sis.
— 2019 was your winner.
Oh yeah, Snake. 2020 was a banger. I agree with that, Clempington. 2021 was just Diet 2020.
Basically.
We have been greeted by Anne Cat.
Yay.
Same.
I would probably say my least favourite entry from Azerbaijan would have to be 2014.
Yeah. Like, if 2011 just hadn't happened, then 2014 would be my least favorite, just because, like, it's probably good quality, but it bored the fuck out of my shit.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't like. I feel like if we didn't have them winning in 2011, then we wouldn't have had the quality host nation entry that is When the Music Dies. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess.
Yeet!
Because 2012 absolutely served with the host nation entry. TBH. Well, in all
Yes.
my time of watching the contest anyway.
Correcurate. It's like accurate and correct at the same time. It's like
Okay.
when a guy is so right he gets a boner, it's a correction.
But correction is already a word.
Or did I?
Anywho, I was going to basically list my thoughts on all the host nation entries in my time that I've watched the contest, basically. Now let's see. I started watching. See, do I go from 2007 because
I get what the
Because I
puzzle here
started-
is supposed
like,
to
I
be, by
watched-
the way. Like clearly this puzzle is supposed to be like, oh, you should calculate how many times it'll turn, but you could just take the same piece out and put it back in over and over again and it'll be fine. As you were.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do I start from 2011 because that's the first final I watched, or do I start from 2008 because that was the first contest I watched in full, both semis and final?
Start at wherever your heart... Start wherever your heart.
Yes.
And
Okay.
while you're thinking about that,
So,
notice that this guy has red hair, which means that you cannot activate it unless you've got the upgrade that we got for Wiki earlier in this very episode, or stream, whatever. He has red ears now, so we can activate the red boys. Okay, launch your Peebless, and I will be dinging a bell.
okay. Finland 2007. Quality tune. Serbia 2008. Didn't appreciate it at the time, but lovely now. Russia 2009. Alright. Norway 2010. It was pleasant. Germany 2011, June. Azerbaijan 2012, quality. Sweden 2013, Denmark 2014 was a tune, and I will fight people.
Or was it a fucking cliche, baby? Baby.
Austria 2015. Sweden 2016. Not bad, but they could have chosen better for a host entry. Ukraine 2017. Didn't appreciate at the time, but have grown to appreciate now. Who hosted in 2018?
I mean, after a winner as terrible as that, I don't blame you for forgetting that Portugal exists. Fight me, Internet!
Well, how could I forget Portugal exists? That's where my good friend lives.
Jail, ew.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't like Portugal's host nation entry, or their winning entry, fight me. 2019... I can appreciate it, even though it's not really one of my favourites. And then both of Jengu's entries for the Netherlands, both times. I feel like Grow would have done better than Birth of a New Age, because I feel like Birth of a New Age is more of an acquired taste. Like, if you're not already into that sort of music, then then this isn't really the song to sort of introduce and spark an interest in. You know what I mean?
I completely feel with you. I feel fantastic. Oh, that's a fancy looking wall. Ding! There's some kind of garage for that weird rolling thingamajig. It would be sweet if we could ride on that boy. Kinky.
Alrighty then.
Oh, this is, oh, this didn't do what I thought it would do.
Hooray. Right, so now I have a question.
When lightning strikes the sea, why don't the fish die?
Not my question, but equally as valid. So you know how Azerbaijan takes English song titles that are already also song titles for other things? Because I think I remember you mentioning this in when we reviewed 2018 together.
The only instance of that I can remember is that their junior Eurovision entry that was called Me and My Guitar, which totally would have still been called that even if Belgium 2010 hadn't happened.
Yeah, and I think you said like I Want to Be Like You is like also like a Jungle Book song.
Yeah, I admittedly...
And I can't remember what Girls and Boys came from.
Admittedly, I don't know I Want to Be Like You all that well, but I'm fairly sure, yes. And, yeah, boys and girls, well, I can't actually say anything for certain, but the Russian entry in 2010 in Junior Eurovision that came second was called Girl and Boy.
Boy and Girl.
Boy and Girl. And it fucking slaps. Oh, wait, I need the...
It was a tune.
I need an umbrella. This will do.
Oh! Well, that's interesting. So that's why they didn't debut in 2008.
Why?
The junior contest. They withdrew because they didn't have enough candidates for their national final.
Oh, huh. Now, I feel like if I tried to cross the bridge whilst in that vehicle, yep, the fact that I just got some Hirame for doing that, I feel like it would have murdered me. So, good thing I didn't try that.
Hirame!
Oh no! Here comes a boy!
Hello, boy!
Жили были нету жили girl and boy. Так назваться вдруг решили мы с тобой.
Annie Sorsto took part in the Eurovision dance contest.
Apparently. And also, I'm offended by this, because, like, it wasn't clear what the button did, and you only get one shot and then you die. Like, that was poorly communicated, and I don't want to have to redo the rhythm minigame, so I'm just going to, I'm gonna use a platinum ticket. Because you start with...
Hooray!
Ta-da!
Hooray!
Okay, maybe this time it'll actually fucking let me do the thing, instead of being like, haha, no.
Did you do a review for last year's Junior Eurovision? I can't remember.
No.
I feel like you did.
No.
Oh. Must be misremembering things. Maybe we should do that again sometime. I enjoyed doing those.
Would have been nice if the game had given me a fucking chance to actually check what I was doing, but nope, have a free death. I'm offended, but hey, we've got one platinum ticket, why not spend a second?
But yes.
I will say this game does have some cheap moments like that, so be prepared. Be prepared!
Yeah, we'll be prepared. For what? For the death of the king. What, is he sick? No, fool, we're gonna kill him. What is wrong with me? Many things.
Bruh.
Is Tess still alive?
Cheap deaths, wider than a mile.
I thought you was gonna say cheap was.
You can have a cheap Waz.
So can you. On your bonus bog.
We also have a Phantom Sink.
Ah. Although when you mentioned that to me, I just thought it was just a random sink in a random place in the house.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah, but it's kind of where I would expect one to be, in like a cupboard or a bathroom or whatever. Not.
It's in
not
the
just
middle of my
randomly in-
mother's bedroom.
Oh, that phantom sink. Yeah, no. I thought it was like in the middle of a hallway or something.
Ah, there you go. That's what you get for eating my platinum tickets. How dare you make me spend my pooey tickets? Babe, you breathe a lot.
Sorry.
You really just
You want me to
apologized
die?
You really just apologized for breathing?
Didn't know whether it was like annoying. Like,
I'm just trying to be.
breathing down the microphone.
I got a ham. Erection hammer.
Hey. No,
Oh, okay.
not an erection hammer.
Oh, okay. Is it a hammer you use to, like, is that like, you see a hammer, you whack it like whack-a-mole, but it's a penis? Or is it like, if you hit a man with it, he will get an erection?
I don't know. Ask Alex. He's the one into the kinky shit.
You're right, you're right.
Also, 2016 exists. Yeah, that's true. We did see it live though, so yeah.
For whatever that may be worth.
Well, I mean, that's kind of why I feel kind of indifferent towards You Are the Only One, because everybody's just like, oh my god, it's so cool, him climbing the wall, and I'm just sort of like, we were there.
He
It's
was
not that
about
great.
to climb the walls. No way he'll be alone tonight.
I mean, he's Sergei Lazarev. He probably has a wife.
Yeah.
Or at least a
a
girlfriend.
wife.
Well, he has 2 children, so...
Yeah. Children.
Yeah. Pet food. Because he also owned a pet food company.
Well, that's just odd.
Oh yes, because having a wife and children is normal. This day and age. What the heck?
Who's hecking?
What? This is a thing.
Who's got an arm? Is that your arm? Oh my god, arms! Banana!
The Eurovision Magic Circus Show.
Oh yeah, that happened once.
Or 3 times.
Or 3 times. But not twice! We
Wait,
need to
does
use the
Young Dance-
power of half a bowl.
I was then thinking, does Young Dancer still exist?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Because, like, they were going to have it and then it didn't happen and then they were like, yeah, and then they were like, no. I got a horn! Or a fang, whatever.
Because I know that they didn't have young musicians last year because of the Rona.
My Sharona. Hexagon!
Hooray!
Triangle! Okay, a pentagon and a triangle. A pentagon and a hexagon. These are things we may want to pay attention to later. It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put Johnny in the hole if you don't mind.
Sure.
Ultimately, he'll need to end up in that hole, so I'm gonna put him in that hole for now.
And there's gonna be no more Choir of the Year.
Ever?
Which is... I don't think so.
What? Well, that's a load of Jimmy Bongo.
Hang on. I think I remember reading something about it. Give me a second to Google.
Hello! Yeah, I didn't think I'd remember that, did you? Weed. Weed. Johnny style.
Hey.
Johnny Depp.
Bobby Davro. It's his... Okay, to answer the question from earlier, it was his microphone. Throws pot at own head.
I don't remember the question from earlier, but okay.
Eh, don't worry about it. Oh, there's another dude. I will convert the dude. Why are there trees? Pictured here, trees. Heavy breathing ensues. Ah, I should... But...
Unfortunately, the third edition of Eurovision Choir will no longer take place in 2021. As soon as we are able to announce more details on a future edition of the event, you will find the information on our website and social media accounts.
Yay! We will know eventually. This might not be a trap
it's
bridge after all.
cancelled, but not forever.
Yay! It might happen.
Rhubarb!
Rutabaga!
Rutabaga.
That was a trip. Rutabaga.
That was Austria?
It seems like something Austria would do.
You were the one that actually watched the event, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, and then there was Norway where they had a good song and then they had an orgy, and I don't think the orgy was bad. It just brand new sentence.
And other things Tessa's said.
I should just never say anything ever again. I've peaked. I don't think the orgy was bad.
Norway was the year after the Rutabaga, but yeah, I get what you mean now.
And there was like one of them died. There was a ritual sacrifice. This is ringing an unspecified number of bells. You can ring my bell. So my question for the universe is, if I do a slicety slump over here, won't that just die me a death of Jenkmundbert Heckmundwike?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Scrimmy Bingus and the Crungy Spingus.
Okay, honey, from Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah! I do give people voices, don't I? Oh wait, Zack, don't do a dumb.
Hooray.
Hooray. Now I don't trust
Did he
this.
do a dumb?
I don't trust the door. And we need the Triago. So we'll have to go back and get that. Can I interact with this butt plug? What's that fang doing here? Ding! That fang's broken. You gotta remember to wash, eh? What a chocolate you eat. You better watch out for cavities, big guy. Ooh woo. Anyway, let's locate Dr. Triago. Which reminds me of the post where someone was like, "Man, I was a stupid kid," because they had like like some sort of primary school maths situation where like, oh, draw shapes with different numbers of sides and now give them names, and they got the names right, they just spelled them appallingly. So that there was a SRKO, you know, circa. RITIGO, Ritigo. There was a square and a star, SGR, SDR, skr and stir. This may have been a miscalculation, but
How was I to know that that's what that would do?
again, turning into Grenda.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yes, I am. What? Who? Wems?
Just reading stuff on LGBT visibility in Eurovision again.
Okay.
Dana International Selection.
Yes.
Yeah, because I read it last stream as well. Dana International Selection for the 1998 contest in Birmingham was marked by objections and death threats from orthodox religions such as sections of Israeli society, and at the contest her accommodation was reportedly in the only hotel in Birmingham with bulletproof windows.
It's Birmingham. Shouldn't they all have bulletproof windows?
It was 1998. They probably didn't think that far ahead.
They hadn't got around to it at that point.
Probably not.
Okay, that definitely isn't physics, but whatever. Ooh, it's gonna go for a tiffany tumble in a Bernie sanding drum. I did it.
LGBT visibility in the contest has
Go ahead.
been cited as a deciding factor for LGBT visibility in the contest has been cited as a deciding factor for Hungary's non-participation since 2020, although no official reason has been given by the Hungarian broadcaster MTVA. So, the broadcaster never said that that was the reason why, so I don't know.
You kinda sus, my dudes.
Also, a winning entry from Luxembourg in the 60s referred to the difficulties in a homosexual relationship, so that's fun.
Le Papa Penguin?
I said a winning entry from Luxembourg from the 60s.
Le Papa Penguin?
Le Papa Penguin was 1980, and it didn't win, even though it should. Nous les
Nous les amoureux. I didn't even know that was gay.
Yeah.
Huh. I just, like, I associated it with, but I didn't know it was.
Yeah.
Hey! Sorry, I just heard a hey in the background and I had to respond. It's my testosterone. Or lack thereof.
I don't remember Probably could have been Villagey, I don't know. Or the TV.
Or the winner of Young Musicians 2014, who, like, I think his name was Ziyu He, but if you say it too quickly, it sounds like a laser from like sci-fi. Ziyu He. But like, if I say that, it sounds mean. But no, I'm saying if you say it too quickly and too wrongly, then it's like scoopity poopadoop.
Later, Jean-Claude Pascal explained that the lyrics of the song was about a homosexual relationship and the difficulties it faced. As this topic would have been considered controversial in the early 1960s, the lyrics were ambiguous and do not refer to the lover's gender. This allowed hiding the song's actual message, which was not understood in this way by the general public at the time.
So, it's not like doing a J.K. Rowling and going, oh no, they were totally gay the whole time. Hey, we got candles! Now we can have Hanukkah!
Hooray! It's not like that. It's literally just, oh, this is my intended meaning of the song, but singing about it in this time period would be incredibly taboo, so I'm going to make them ambiguous so that later down the line it can be interpreted the way I want it to be interpreted. And I think he later came out as gay. I cannot remember.
Yes, queen.
He also represented them again in 1981 with C'est pour toi par l'Amérique. It may not be America.
C'est peut-être pas l'Amérique. No relation to that time that Ireland sent a song called Terminal 3.
Terminal 3, flights on time.
Habazoo, ding dong, beep beep.
Now I am intrigued to know which airport spawned that inspiration.
Jennifer Hudson
I
International.
assume Heathrow. The original promotional video features Martin travelling to and eventually meeting her lover at Dublin Airport, which was a single terminal airport at the time and still does not have a Terminal 3.
Rip.
So it was about an airport that didn't have a Terminal 3. And still doesn't.
Well, you know what they say. Dragon scales, dragon scales. It's almost time for dragon scales.
Oh! Nope, I found another thing. Johnny Logan, who actually wrote the song, admitted he wrote it simply because he was waiting in Terminal 3 of Heathrow Airport.
Bruh. Ooh, there are some spoods. There are several spood. What do the spood do when I spoo on them? Maybe I shouldn't spoo on them.
And now I'm just sort of thinking like, okay, platform 2.
She's been living in a platform stew. Trying not to do a platform poo.
What are you doing?
I don't know, but she's mine. No.
See, that's another one where I heard that's another one where I heard the cover version before I heard the actual version.
Westlife was on the radio earlier, and with that, I went inside the
With
Durgan.
Uptown Girl. Hooray!
I want to pet the doggy.
You stay away from my Gino.
Ah, okay. But he has such floof that you could be all like wubba wubba wubba. And he's like, oh woo.
That's mine to go wubba wubba wubba.
But there's plenty of Captain Crunch.
Hooray. Also, I saw Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl things in game today.
Oh yeah.
It was just basically to advertise you can pre-order them, but I still saw them, and they were pretty.
Will you be getting one, or 2, or 5?
I feel like I'm probably getting Shining Pearl?
Reasonable.
Because my sister and I have already made an agreement that she gets one version and I get the other one. Basically for easy trading and stuff.
Makes sense.
I mean, I know I can trade with you. Well, I mean, I know I can trade with you, but I don't see you regularly enough, which makes me sad.
Makes sense.
I mean, my sister says, oh, it depends on the version exclusives, and I'm just sort of sat here thinking, like, surely they'd be the same as when Diamond and Pearl originally came out, plus a couple of extra new ones?
You would have thought.
So, I feel like I've made peace with the fact that I'm probably getting Shining Pearl, but if I do end up getting Brilliant Diamond, I'd be okay with that too. All I know is my starter will be Piplup.
Good choice. Because, like, back in yonder past days when I played Diamond, my choice was Piplup, and then when I played Pearl, it was Turtwig.
And then I asked you, what did you pick when you played Platinum, and you said Chimchar Probs?
Yeah, I don't fully remember, but it probably would have been just so that I had all 3. But it also wouldn't surprise me if I just picked Piplup again, because Piplup best boy.
Piplup is best boy. And not just because... Ooh! Heather's online.
Butt plug! Ooh, Wait, Heather's online? No?
On Twitch, she's watching somebody else's stream, but
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, rip.
It's okay, she's allowed her own life.
No, she's not. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. No, she's not.
What? Ooh. Now here's a question for the Tess.
Yes. Yes,
Actually,
please.
2 questions for the Tess. First question. Are you planning on getting Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Probably.
Okay. Second question. What would your starter be in that?
I don't actually remember. It's Rowlet, Oshawott, and what's the other one? Cyndaquil?
Cyndaquil. Yeah.
That?
Funnily enough, none of them are Sinnoh starter Pokemon, but hey-ho.
They hadn't been discovered yet. Though, like, the main thing I don't understand is, oh, hey, look, we've got some new Pokemon, and 2 of them are evolutions of Pokemon that still exist in the present day. They just can't evolve like that anymore for some fucking reason. Like, what's that about? Like, how are you going to explain to me that Weirdeer no longer real?
Weirdeer is is an extinct Pokemon, I
But-
guess. I don't know.
But it's an evolution of Stantler. And
Is
like,
it?
yeah, and Basculegion is an evolution of Basculin. So like, how do they just explain that? Oh, these Pokemon don't evolve anymore. Fuck you.
That is a good question.
Damn right.
And also like the Hisuian forms? Like, I suppose you could probably explain that over time they develop the features that they have nowadays and don't evolve into the Hisuian form anymore, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of questions I have regarding Legends Arceus, but not enough time and patience to answer them, I guess.
Now, am I dumb, or can I play tennis with myself? Like Sebi, but tennis.
You want an honest answer to that question, or do you want me to be nice?
I don't think I can play tennis. What's the... Yeah, what's it...
What? You can't expect me to be nice all the time.
Whoa! Kitten's got clouds!
SpongeBob, SpongeBob, you can't just expect my usual random acts of stupidity. I like to mix it up. Keep you on your toes. Who just beeped in my quangos?
A good question. And why was it wrong that I pushed the ball? Have I irrevocably tomfuckered the universe? Oh, I can, because of the way I'm holding the racquetball.
Yeah, but what I don't understand with the starter Pokemon is, like, so they discovered America before they discovered another part of Japan? If using real-world logic?
Whoa! I got a bridge! Did not realize you could do that. Anyway, yeah. But to be fair, would you go to Hokkaido?
I don't know where it is.
North.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. Ah. That was where my sister was hoping to go when she was planning on being an English teacher in Japan.
Which she no longer does?
Well, it was because they kept messing her around because, like, when she was going to travel, that got cancelled due to COVID, so then they had to push everyone back to travel this year, but I don't know what's happening with that, and then they've got to... Basically, it all got kind of fucked up, and my sister just decided not to do that.
Anyway...
She's still learning Japanese, though. Anywho.
I think this puzzle... I fucked it by releasing the first ball too early. But I want to figure out where to go next before I do anything else. Ah! Okay, wait, no, I've solved that. I need to start from the beginning. Hey. From the top, people! And I'm probably gonna call it after this, which I know means that we're ending on a cliffhanger between... You know, between desire and reality, between fact and breakfast. Like, we will be starting the next streamisode with a boss, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting to do 2 worlds in this.
Well, at least you can... Well, I mean, at least you can say you do 1 boss battle per episode, I guess, maybe, I don't know.
True. Now you're thinking with hieroglyphics.
Tutaneta Tutankhamun. Let's leave that one.
2 to the 1 to the 1 to the Tutankhamun.
I can't remember the words to the Hieroglyphics Horrible History song.
Oh,
I don't know it's a bop.
I don't remember it at all.
You don't remember most things?
This is
That's
true.
why I exist.
This is true. You are my index. You are my sunshine when skies are grind. You are my sauce.
Why would the sky be green?
Because green is not a creative
I
color.
feel like the order that I have my gyms in the Azonto region kind of almost not makes sense.
Oh yeah?
Well, I don't know why, but I just feel like some of them just don't. Like, I feel like I've given the grass, like, anyone that chooses grass, like, either a massive advantage or a massive disadvantage, because I haven't given them I haven't got a grass-type gym or Elite Four member.
I was gonna mention to you when you showed me. I don't actually remember offhand what your suggested list was, but I seem to recall that, like, yeah, the grass type starter does go into it with a massive disadvantage because, like, I think we'll say the first 2 gyms are like bug and fire or something.
Bug fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Bug fire, yeah.
Which isn't inherently a bad thing, by the way. It's just, you know. Thing is, I'm guilty of that too, because in my old Phrygian from back in the day, as I'm sure you may recall from the thrilling Microsoft Excel thing that I made in Photoshop, where I demonstrated what all of the gym were from the various
types were, yeah.
Yeah. Mine started with ice and then fire. So yeah, grass types would be fucked.
Yeah. I was gonna have a thing similar to Univer where they had like the starter trio types as like a gym, but then I thought nah, and I don't know. Like the first 3 gyms I could sort of put in any order, but I definitely wanted glass and like the version exclusives and the dual type gym to sort of be later game to sort of like not throw you in too much into the deep end. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
you
timing
get
sensitive.
Also, Heather likes the fact that I have a version exclusive Elite Four member.
Well, Heather is fond of exclusive members.
Well, I mean, I have like 3 version exclusive like things depending on the version of whatever game you'd happen to be playing. So I'd have Flying, Psychic and Ice as Harmony exclusives and Fighting, Electric and Steel as Discord exclusives.
Hoodoo? You know, Discord.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm howling up the moon and sleeping in the middle of a sunny afternoon.
Discord, whatever did we do to make you take all the way?
My only criminies with that is like, don't get me wrong, the song is a bop and it does slap, but at the same time, the lyrics do kind of insist upon themselves a little bit.
I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. It is a tune.
Discord, what color are your shoes?
You wouldn't think it was about a My Little Pony character.
No. And Heather has told me before that apparently I would really like the character of Discord, but I have...
You would.
I've never watched, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh my days. Heather, if somehow you're hearing my voice,
Hear my
send him a load
plea,
of
like the buttocks of my
the
sandwich.
longing of with the longing of my heartbeat, hear my melody. Heather, if you can somehow hear me, send Tess a whole load of clips of Discord from My Little Pony. We need to show him the thing.
I was exactly trying to prevent this. Now I need to do the whole thing all over again. Hey. Again, like this. This is like one of those Candy Crush levels where they say it's nightmarishly difficult, and it's not. It's just it doesn't give you enough moves. Whereas with this, it's like you fuck up one thing, and then that's it. The level is just permanently tomfucking with no hope of recovery, and that's not good design. So now I should do all that again just because I had a last-minute realization that I needed to take a tennis racket with me, which wasn't, like... I happened to notice a second batting box at the last possible second, and like that's like you shouldn't really be designing around like it should be more obvious than that, and it wasn't. Anyway, what was it you were saying before?
I can't remember what I was talking about, to be honest.
You're like, oh, Heather sent Tess clips of Discord via Discord, and like, I think she's shown me like one clip, and it involved like a glass of chalky milk, but upside down. Well, not upside down, but like, pour it, the glass then liquids away, and then throw away the chalky milk or something. I don't know. There was chalky milk involved.
Chalky milk, yes. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. Toxtricity Steven Universe gems look really pretty.
Thank you. Now here's what I'm wondering, by the way. Do I need to put a... When the time comes to use that ball to launch across the way...
That is a good question.
Because, like...
A question I do not know the answer to.
Which I didn't actually get to finish asking. Right, when I go across the way, do I need to bring the other Flipmond? I think I just need the tennis racket. And, like, I will be peeved if I solve the puzzle and then it's like, lol, no, you needed the little guy instead. Your life is wrong. Right, to re-clarify, what we need to do is, like, do everything that I did the first 2 times, but also make sure that we're on the catapult when it gets launched, and when we get launched, we need to get a fucking... We need to get a clue. We need to get over to the other side with a tennis racket in hand. What I'm wondering is, will I also need to have the other goon totem with me? Because there's 2 of those. One we need to have in place in order to make the seesaw work in the first place. The seesaw effect! But then, what purpose does the other one serve? And, like, you have to go through all of these steps just to get there in the first place. So, like, you can't even fuck about and find out. Because then you have to redo the whole fucking level. Which, as I said, it's not difficult design, it's bad design. It's like, you know, I get, you know, puzzle games, there should be a certain element of jeopardy and difficulty, and, like, you know, you have to put the work in. But you can't just, like, expect the player to, like, you can't give the player no room to find out stuff.
That's true.
Oh, come on, game, you should have given me that. Also, I'm getting too warm, which is thematically appropriate for this area. There we fucking go. Why would you only give me 100 for that? It's not my fault that tennis is terrible. It was a hot day in Green Day. Postman Pat was terrible.
I wanna be an American. Well, you're incredibly hot. Meanwhile,
Thank you.
I am incredibly cold. Not a compliment. You were saying you were hot.
And I still am.
And I am cold, because, air conditioning.
At least you have conditioned air. Number 3, philosophy. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. It might be just what you get. Now the question is, if I put this down on the way, will that Tom fuck
I
it?
used to.
Well, time decided for me. Let's get on the Blelger way. Oh, he respawned. Well, never mind. I don't know why he respawned, but he respawned. Well, then let's try again, and this time don't fucking ignore me when I tell you to put it a certain way. Nah. Where's your ass gonna go? Then roll back down into position. Does this mean I can have it both ways? Ladies, gentlemen, I can have my cake and eat, you know, this eats, UberEats.com.
Well, I mean, you could have it both ways, but then that would mean you were bi. Kinda like me and Alex. We could be bi buds. No.
Bible discussion and study meeting.
You're all friends of Jesus. We're all children of Jesus.
Zack, you fucking idiot. Didn't even give me a chance to, like... I am displeased with that. But the thing is, I'm warm. This one asshole keeps unfollowing and refollowing, and I cannot deal because, like, imagine having nothing to do with your life other than that. And, like, I cannot be fucked going through that entire puzzle again because it wasn't fantastically clear. So I'm going to call the stream here. I'll do this puzzle again next time, but not suffer. And we'll pick back up where we left off and have a fantastic time. Because, like, I get what I need to do. It wasn't clear that Zack's weight would be enough to flip the totem pole over onto the other side. I had just assumed he was going to get down and just sit on the totem pole or something, so that we would both be launched by the rolling rock. And then when the rock did start rolling, you see, I was going to get onto the other side of the seesaw and have that land and sort of fling me across. But it didn't give me a chance to do that. So I am displeased. Like, at this point, it's frustration more than anything else, because it is warm, and so it's not exactly, like, clement for a good mood. So, immense frustration.
Yeah. I mean, if I had any means of getting this air conditioning unit over to you, I would, and you know I would. But I just don't think we have the means to at the moment.
Well, it's also your entire air conditioner, so, you know... loud cars outside. So anyway, all of this being trungled in its flavor, I'm gonna end the stream for the time being. And, yeah, next week we'll pick back up, we'll do that puzzle, which, as I said, it's easy and doable. It's just irritating because it gives you very little room to fuck about and find out, and, like, that's not, ooh, it's so tricky, aren't we difficult? No, it's just annoying, it's bad design. And,
yeah.
I've played for 2 hours, so I think it's a good time to sign off anyway. I don't need to justify myself to you.
I wasn't expecting you to, but,
Even better.
I've been Europe Scalaway.
I've very well continued to be Tessellating Hexagons, and at least I, possibly all 2 of we, maybe even more, will maybe see you in the next one, perhaps.